Every day you're either moving closer to the life you want or further away from it. The difference? It's in the little things you choose to improve or ignore every single day. So if you've been wondering why some people seem to thrive while others struggle, you're about to find out. Life doesn't change overnight, but it does change daily. It's not the big, dramatic shifts that define your future. It's the small, consistent improvements. Today we'll explore 10 areas of your life that you must work on every day if you want to live with clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. And trust me, these aren't just tips, they're tools to transform how you live, think, and succeed. Let's dive in. 1, improve your thoughts. Your thoughts are the foundation of your life. They're not just fleeting moments of the mind, they're the seeds from which every action, every habit, and ultimately every result in your life grows. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or defeated, it's worth examining your internal dialogue. Are your thoughts lifting you up or pulling you down? The first thing to understand is this: your mind is always listening. It believes what you tell it. If you constantly feed it doubt, fear, and negativity, it will start to shape your reality to reflect those emotions. On the other hand, if you plant thoughts of hope, possibility, and progress, you'll begin to see opportunities you didn't notice before. Here's an example. Imagine 2 people starting the same project. One tells themselves, "This is going to be so hard. I'll probably mess it up." The other says, "This is a challenge, but I'll figure it out step by step." Who do you think is more likely to succeed? It's not about talent, it's about mindset. Improving your thoughts doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a perspective that serves you instead of one that limits you. The next time you catch yourself thinking something negative, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me, or is it holding me back? If it's holding you back, replace it with something constructive. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at this," say, "I'm learning, and with practice I'll get better," instead of, "Nothing ever goes right for me, try." Every setback is teaching me something valuable. These shifts may seem small, but over time they change the way you approach life. But how do you start making this change? The key is consistency. Each day, dedicate a few minutes to observing your thoughts. Write them down if you need to. Are there patterns? Do certain situations trigger negativity? Once you recognize these patterns, you can begin to break them. Another powerful tool is affirmation. Affirmations aren't about wishful thinking, they're about reminding yourself of your values and your potential. For example, start your day with statements like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I have the strength to handle whatever comes my way." Say them out loud if you can. Over time, these affirmations become part of your mental framework. Remember, improving your thoughts isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. You'll have days when negativity creeps in, and that's okay. What matters is catching it, challenging it, and replacing it. Think of it as mental fitness. The more you work on it, the stronger it becomes. And here's the most exciting part: when you improve your thoughts, you improve everything else. Your mood shifts, your energy increases. You approach challenges with confidence instead of fear. People notice the change in you, and opportunities begin to align with your new mindset. Your thoughts are powerful. They can be your greatest ally or your biggest obstacle. The choice is yours. 2, improve your discipline. If there's one thing that separates those who succeed from those who don't, it's discipline. Not talent, not luck, discipline. It's the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. And here's the truth: most of the time you won't feel like it. Discipline isn't about motivation. Motivation comes and goes. It's fleeting like a spark. Discipline, on the other hand, is the steady flame that keeps you moving forward. It's waking up early when you'd rather stay in bed. It's finishing the task when distractions are calling your name. It's saying no to short-term pleasures for the sake of long-term gains. But let's be honest, discipline isn't easy. It's uncomfortable. It requires effort, and yet it's the very thing that builds the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without it, even the best intentions fall flat. So how do you improve discipline? Start small. Too often people think they need to overhaul their entire life overnight. They set massive goals only to burn out within a week. The key is to focus on small, manageable habits. For example, commit to one thing each day that pushes you toward your goals. It could be as simple as making your bed in the morning, spending 10 minutes reading a book, or going for a short walk. These small actions build momentum. They create a sense of achievement which fuels your motivation to keep going. Here's another tip: eliminate excuses. Most people give themselves too many outs. They say things like, "I'm too tired," or "I'll start tomorrow," but discipline doesn't wait for the perfect moment, it acts now. When you catch yourself making an excuse, remind yourself why you started in the first place. And remember, discipline is a skill, not a talent. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you're strengthening your resolve. Over time, tasks that once felt difficult become second nature. One of the biggest barriers to discipline is the fear of failure. People think, what if I try and don't succeed? But here's the thing: failing doesn't make you weak. Quitting does. Discipline is about showing up even when you fall short. It's about trying again, learning from your mistakes, and refusing to give up. Understand that discipline isn't about being rigid or harsh with yourself. It's about self-respect. It's about valuing your goals and your potential enough to put in the effort. When you're disciplined, you're telling yourself, "I'm worth it. My dreams are worth it." And just like with improving your thoughts, the effects of discipline ripple into every area of your life. It boosts your confidence. It earns you respect. It creates opportunities that wouldn't exist otherwise. Discipline is the foundation of success. Without it, even the best plans remain just that, plans, but with it, there's no limit to what you can achieve. 3. Improve your words. Words hold extraordinary power. They can lift someone's spirits or crush their confidence. They can create harmony or spark conflict. They can move mountains or build walls. If there's one thing you should never underestimate, it's the influence of what comes out of your mouth. Think about the last time someone said something that truly inspired you. Maybe it was a kind word during a tough time, or a piece of advice that shifted your perspective. Now think about a time when words hurt you. A careless remark or a harsh criticism can linger for years. That's the power of words. They don't just disappear after they're spoken, they leave marks. Improving your words starts with mindfulness. Before you speak, ask yourself 3 simple questions. 1. Is this true? 2. Is it necessary? 3. Is it kind? If your words can't pass this test, it's better to stay silent. Silence, after all, is often more powerful than words spoken without intention. But this doesn't mean you should sugarcoat everything or avoid difficult conversations. Some truths need to be spoken, even if they're uncomfortable. The key is to communicate them with respect and purpose. For instance, instead of saying, "You're wrong, try, I see things differently, and here's why," notice the difference. One phrase shuts the conversation down, while the other opens the door for dialogue. Another area to focus on is how you speak to yourself. Your inner dialogue matters just as much as the words you use with others. Are you your own harshest critic, or do you speak to yourself with encouragement and compassion? Negative self-talk can hold you back, but positive, affirming words can push you forward. When you make a mistake, replace "I'm so stupid" with "I'm learning and I'll do better next time." Let's talk about listening too, because it's an essential part of improving your words. Many people think of communication as just talking, but great communicators are also great listeners. When you truly listen without interrupting or planning your response, you can understand others on a deeper level. And when you understand, your words naturally become more impactful. Here's a simple exercise to improve your words every day. Make it a point to say something kind or encouraging to someone. It could be as simple as, "I appreciate your hard work," or "You did a great job on that project." Watch how people respond. You'll notice that even small gestures of positivity can brighten someone's day and yours too. Words also have a way of shaping your environment. When you use uplifting language, you create a positive atmosphere around you. But when you're careless with your words, complaining, criticizing, or gossiping, you invite negativity. Choose to be the person who speaks life into a room, not the one who drains it. Remember that words once spoken cannot be taken back. Think before you speak, especially in moments of anger or frustration. A single thoughtless comment can damage a relationship or reputation, while a thoughtful word can build trust and respect. Improving your words is a lifelong journey, but it's one of the most rewarding changes you can make. With every intentional word, you have the power to inspire, heal, and connect. 4. Improve your health. Your health is your greatest asset. Without it, everything else, your goals, dreams, and responsibilities, becomes harder to achieve. Yet, it's often the first thing people neglect. Late nights, poor diets, and a lack of exercise are all too common in a fast-paced world. But here's the truth: if you don't take care of your body, it won't take care of you. Improving your health doesn't require extreme measures. It starts with simple, consistent actions. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. If you fuel it with junk, skip regular maintenance, and push it beyond its limits, it's going to break down. But if you treat it with care, it will carry you far. Let's begin with food. The saying, "You are what you eat," couldn't be more accurate. Your diet directly affects your energy levels, mood, and overall well-being. Are you fueling your body with nutritious foods, or are you relying on processed snacks and sugary drinks to get through the day? Start small. Add one more serving of vegetables to your meals. Swap soda for water. Over time, these small changes add up. Exercise is another cornerstone of health. You don't need to spend hours in the gym to reap the benefits. Even a 10-minute walk can do wonders for your body and mind. Physical activity reduces stress, improves focus, and boosts your mood. It's not about looking a certain way, it's about feeling strong and capable. Make movement a daily habit. Dance, stretch, walk, do whatever feels good and keeps you moving. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's just as important as diet and exercise. Poor sleep affects everything from your memory to your immune system. Create a bedtime routine that helps you unwind. Turn off screens an hour before bed, read a book, or meditate. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Your body and mind will thank you. And then there's stress. Stress is unavoidable, but how you manage it makes all the difference. Daily practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even just spending time in nature can help you stay balanced. Remember, stress doesn't just affect your mood, it impacts your physical health too. Chronic stress can lead to serious health issues, so don't ignore it. Hydration is another simple yet powerful habit. Your body is made up of about 60% water, and staying hydrated is essential for everything from digestion to brain function. Keep a water bottle with you and sip throughout the day. It's a small change with a big impact. Improving your health also means paying attention to the little things. Are you taking breaks during long work hours? Are you scheduling regular checkups with your doctor? Prevention is always better than cure. Understand that improving your health is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you skip a workout or indulge in dessert, and that's okay. What matters is the overall trend. Aim for progress, not perfection. When you invest in your health, you're investing in your future. You'll have more energy to pursue your passions, more resilience to handle challenges, and more time to spend with the people you love. Remember this, you only get one body. Treat it with the care and respect it deserves, and it will serve you well for years to come. 5. Improve your listening. Listening is one of the most underrated skills in life. Most people think they listen well, but in reality, they're only half listening, distracted by their own thoughts, waiting for their turn to speak. This habit isn't just unproductive, it's a barrier to understanding, connection, and growth. If you want to improve your listening, the first step is to shift your mindset. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding emotions, intentions, and perspectives. It's about making the other person feel valued and heard. When you truly listen, you create space for others to express themselves without fear of judgment or interruption. And in doing so, you open yourself up to learn something new about them and about them ourself. Here's an exercise the next time someone speaks to you. Notice your natural tendencies. Are you thinking about how to respond? Are you jumping in with your own stories or opinions? If so, pause. Take a deep breath and bring your focus back to the speaker. Practice active listening, which means giving your full attention, making eye contact, and nodding to show you're engaged. Listening also requires patience. Sometimes people take time to find the right words. If you interrupt or rush them, you're not just cutting off their train of thought, you're sending the message that their words aren't important. Silence, when used intentionally, can be a powerful tool in conversation. It gives others the space to think, and it shows them you're truly invested in what they have to say. One of the most overlooked aspects of listening is asking thoughtful questions. Questions show that you're not just passively absorbing information, you're actively engaging with it. Instead of generic responses like, "That's interesting, try, what made you feel that way?" Or, "Can you tell me more about that?" These questions invite deeper discussion and demonstrate genuine curiosity. Listening isn't just about understanding others, it's also about understanding yourself. When you listen closely, you become aware of your biases, assumptions, and tendencies. For example, do you tend to dismiss opinions that differ from yours? Do you struggle to listen when the topic doesn't interest you? Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking them. Improving your listening also means being present. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere: your phone, your to-do list, your wandering thoughts. When you're distracted, even if you're physically present, you're not truly there. Set aside your distractions and give the speaker your undivided attention. It's a simple act, but it speaks volumes about your respect and care for the other person. Listening can transform relationships. When people feel heard, they feel valued. And when they feel valued, they're more likely to trust you, open up to you, and reciprocate that attention. Whether it's a friend, family member, colleague, or stranger, listening can be the bridge that deepens your connection. But what about listening to yourself? Inner listening is just as important as external listening. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and intuition. Often your inner voice knows what you need before your conscious mind does. By improving your listening, both inward and outward, you become more in tune with the world around you and with yourself. Listening is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. But the rewards are profound. As you become a better listener, you'll find that your relationships improve, your understanding deepens, and your life becomes richer in ways you never expected. 6, improve your relationships. Your relationships are the foundation of your life. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, habits, and happiness. They can either lift you up or pull you down, inspire you or drain you. That's why improving your relationships is one of the most important investments you can make. Start by evaluating the people in your life. Are they helping you grow? Are they supportive of your goals and dreams? Or are they constantly negative, critical, or draining? This doesn't mean you should cut people off at the first sign of difficulty, but it does mean being intentional about who you spend the most time with. Relationships should be a source of strength, not stress. One of the best ways to improve your relationships is through communication. Honest, open, and respectful communication builds trust and understanding. Don't assume that others know how you feel or what you need. Express it clearly and kindly. At the same time, be willing to listen even when it's hard to hear. Another key to strong relationships is consistency. Grand gestures are nice, but they don't replace the value of showing up every day. Whether it's a quick text to check in, a thoughtful note, or simply spending quality time together, small, consistent actions make a big difference. Relationships, like plants, thrive when they're watered regularly. Kindness is a cornerstone of healthy relationships. It costs nothing but means everything. A kind word, a smile, or a helping hand can strengthen your connections in ways you might not realize. And remember, kindness isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you don't do. Avoid gossiping, criticizing, or speaking negatively about others. If you can't say something constructive, it's often better to say nothing at all. Boundaries are another essential part of improving relationships. They're not about shutting people out, they're about protecting your peace and ensuring mutual respect. Setting boundaries can be as simple as saying, "I need some time to myself right now." Or, "I'm not comfortable discussing that topic." When done respectfully, boundaries strengthen relationships by creating clear expectations and fostering mutual understanding. Gratitude also plays a powerful role in relationships. Take time to appreciate the people in your life and let them know how much they mean to you. A simple thank you or "I'm grateful for you" can go a long way in making someone feel valued and loved. Don't forget to invest in your relationship with yourself. Self-respect and self-love are the foundations for all other relationships. When you value yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. Take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, and don't settle for relationships that don't align with your worth. Improving your relationships isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small effort you make to connect, communicate, and care adds up over time. As you nurture your relationships, you'll find that your life becomes richer, your challenges feel lighter, and your joys become greater. Remember, relationships are a two-way street. The effort you put into them often determines what you get out of them. So make the choice to be present, intentional, and kind. The rewards are worth it. 7, improve your finances. Let's talk about finances, a topic that often triggers stress or avoidance for many. But here's the truth: money in itself isn't the problem. It's how we manage it or fail to that determines whether it becomes a source of peace or anxiety. Improving your finances doesn't mean chasing a high income or hitting a jackpot overnight. Instead, it's about developing habits and a mindset that give you control over your money rather than letting money control you. The first step is awareness. You can't improve what you don't measure. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Where is your money going? Is it being spent on things that truly matter to you, or is it slipping through the cracks on things you barely notice? This step isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. Clarity is the foundation of improvement. Once you know where your money is going, the next step is to create a plan. And no, it doesn't have to be a complicated spreadsheet. A simple budget will do. Think of a budget not as a restriction, but as a roadmap, a guide to ensure your money aligns with your priorities. Here's a principle to live by: spend less than you earn. It sounds simple, but it's a rule that many overlook, especially in a culture that celebrates consumerism and instant gratification. The habit of living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. When you're not tied to debt or excessive expenses, you have the freedom to choose how you use your money and, by extension, your life. Let's talk about saving. Many people think I'll start saving when I earn more, but saving isn't about the amount, it's about the habit. Even if you start with a small percentage of your income, the act of saving builds discipline and a safety net for your future. Think of your savings as a way of buying peace of mind. It's not just about having money for emergencies, it's about knowing that you're prepared no matter what life throws your way. Now let's move to the next level: investing. Investing doesn't have to mean diving into the stock market or buying properties right away. It starts with investing in yourself. Education, skills, and personal growth are some of the best investments you can make because they increase your earning potential and give you tools to navigate life more effectively. As your knowledge grows, you can begin to explore traditional investments like mutual funds, stocks, or real estate, depending on your goals. The key is to start small and stay consistent. Another overlooked aspect of financial improvement is reducing unnecessary expenses. Ask yourself, are the things you're buying bringing real value to your life, or are they just momentary indulgences? It doesn't mean you can't treat yourself, it means being mindful of what truly matters. For instance, experiences often bring more joy and long-term satisfaction than material possessions. And let's not forget about debt. Debt isn't inherently bad, but unmanaged debt can quickly become a heavy burden. If you have debts, create a plan to pay them off systematically. Start with the smallest ones to build momentum, or focus on high-interest debts to save money in the long run. Whichever strategy you choose, the key is consistency. Lastly, remember that money isn't the end goal, it's a tool. A tool that, when used wisely, can enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Use your financial resources to create opportunities, support causes you care about, and build a life that aligns with your values. Improving your finances is a journey, not a sprint. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. But the reward is worth it: a life where you're not stressed about money, but empowered by it. 8. Improve your patience. Patience is a rare virtue in today's fast-paced world. We're surrounded by instant solutions, fast food, next-day delivery, and one-click convenience. While these innovations make life easier, they also create an expectation for immediate results in every area of life. And when things take longer than we'd like, frustration sets in. But here's the reality: anything truly worthwhile takes time. Whether it's building a career, mastering a skill, improving your health, or nurturing relationships, these pursuits require consistent effort and, most importantly, patience. Patience starts with perspective. When you're feeling impatient, ask yourself, why am I in such a hurry often? Impatience stems from unrealistic expectations. We expect immediate results without acknowledging the process required to achieve them. But growth is gradual. Success is incremental. And the beauty of patience is that it allows you to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. One way to cultivate patience is by practicing delayed gratification. This means choosing long-term rewards over immediate satisfaction. For example, instead of splurging on something you don't need, save that money for a bigger goal. Instead of skipping practice because progress feels slow, remind yourself that every effort adds up over time. Delayed gratification isn't about denying yourself, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. Another aspect of patience is resilience. Patience doesn't mean passively waiting for things to happen, it means persevering through challenges and setbacks. It's about staying committed to your goals even when progress feels invisible. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Let's talk about patience in relationships. People are complex and misunderstandings are inevitable. Patience allows you to navigate conflicts with grace and understanding. It helps you pause before reacting, listen before judging, and forgive before resentment takes root. In doing so, you strengthen your relationships and create an environment of mutual respect and growth. Patience also applies to self-improvement. Change takes time. If you're learning a new skill or breaking an old habit, don't expect overnight success. Be kind to yourself during the process. Celebrate small wins and use setbacks as learning opportunities. Patience with yourself is just as important as patience with others. One practical way to build patience is through mindfulness. When you're feeling impatient, take a moment to breathe deeply and focus on the present. Impatience often comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you can approach situations with a calmer, more measured mindset. Remember that patience isn't just about waiting, it's about how you wait. Are you waiting with frustration or with peace and purpose? Patience isn't passive, it's active. It's a choice to remain steady and optimistic even when the path ahead is unclear. Improving your patience doesn't just make you a better person, it makes life more enjoyable. When you're patient, you're less stressed, more resilient, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. And in the end, patience often leads to outcomes that are even better than you imagine. 9. Improve your gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force. It's not just about saying thank you or feeling good when something nice happens. Gratitude is a mindset, a lens through which you view the world. And when you master it, your life transforms not because the circumstances change, but because you change how you respond to them. So let's dive into why gratitude matters and how you can make it a daily habit. The first thing to understand about gratitude is that it shifts your focus. In life, it's easy to get caught up in what's missing, things you don't have, achievements you haven't reached, or problems that feel insurmountable. But when you practice gratitude, you start to focus on what's already present. That shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, you stop feeling like you're constantly chasing happiness and realize that it's already here in the little things. Think about this. Have you ever been grateful for something only after losing it? Maybe it was your health, a close relationship, or even a simple daily routine. Often we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone. Gratitude helps you see the value of what's in front of you while you still have it. Now here's the science behind it. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it actually rewires your brain. Research shows that regularly practicing gratitude increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals that make you feel happy. Over time, this rewiring helps you notice more of the good in your life naturally. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice gratitude, the stronger your ability to see the positive becomes. So how can you cultivate this habit? Start small. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound. It could be something as simple as a sunny day, a good meal, or a kind word from a friend. The key is consistency. By making it a daily ritual, you're training your mind to look for the good in every situation. Gratitude also goes beyond personal reflection. Expressing it to others strengthens relationships and creates a positive ripple effect. Think about the last time someone genuinely thanked you for something. How did it make you feel? A simple thank you can make someone's day and deepen your connection with them. Another way to practice gratitude is by shifting your language. Replace complaints with appreciation. Instead of saying, I have to do this, try saying, I get to do this. That small change transforms obligation into privilege. For example, instead of grumbling about going to work, remind yourself, I'm grateful for having a job that supports me. And don't forget gratitude during tough times. It's easy to be thankful when life is smooth, but the real power of gratitude shows up when things are hard. In challenges, gratitude becomes your anchor. It helps you focus on what's still good, even when everything else feels chaotic. Another overlooked aspect of financial improvement is reducing unnecessary expenses. Ask yourself, are the things you're buying bringing real value to your life, or are they just momentary indulgences? It doesn't mean you can't treat yourself, it means being mindful of what truly matters. For instance, experiences often bring more joy and long-term satisfaction than material possessions. And let's not forget about debt. Debt isn't inherently bad, but unmanaged debt can quickly become a heavy burden. If you have debts, create a plan to pay them off systematically. Start with the smallest ones to build momentum, or focus on high-interest debts to save money in the long run. Whichever strategy you choose, the key is consistency. Lastly, remember that money isn't the end goal, it's a tool. A tool that, when used wisely, can enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Use your financial resources to create opportunities, support causes you care about, and build a life that aligns with your values. Improving your finances is a journey, not a sprint. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. But the reward is worth it, a life where you're not stressed about money but empowered by it. 8. Improve your patience. Patience is a rare virtue in today's fast-paced world. We're surrounded by instant solutions, fast food, next-day delivery, and one-click convenience. While these innovations make life easier, they also create an expectation for immediate results in every area of life. And when things take longer than we'd like, frustration sets in. But here's the reality: anything truly worthwhile takes time. Whether it's building a career, mastering a skill, improving your health, or nurturing relationships, these pursuits require consistent effort and, most importantly, patience. Patience starts with perspective. When you're feeling impatient, ask yourself, why am I in such a hurry often? Impatience stems from unrealistic expectations. We expect immediate results without acknowledging the process required to achieve them. But growth is gradual. Success is incremental. And the beauty of patience is that it allows you to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. One way to cultivate patience is by practicing delayed gratification. This means choosing long-term rewards over immediate satisfaction. For example, instead of splurging on something you don't need, save that money for a bigger goal. Instead of skipping practice because progress feels slow, remind yourself that every effort adds up over time. Delayed gratification isn't about denying yourself, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. Another aspect of patience is resilience. Patience doesn't mean passively waiting for things to happen, it means persevering through challenges and setbacks. It's about staying committed to your goals even when progress feels invisible. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Let's talk about patience in relationships. People are complex and misunderstandings are inevitable. Patience allows you to navigate conflicts with grace and understanding. It helps you pause before reacting, listen before judging, and forgive before resentment takes root. In doing so, you strengthen your relationships and create an environment of mutual respect and growth. Patience also applies to self-improvement. Change takes time. If you're learning a new skill or breaking an old habit, don't expect overnight success. Be kind to yourself during the process. Celebrate small wins and use setbacks as learning opportunities. Patience with yourself is just as important as patience with others. One practical way to build patience is through mindfulness. When you're feeling impatient, take a moment to breathe deeply and focus on the present. Impatience often comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you can approach situations with a calmer, more measured mindset. Remember that patience isn't just about waiting, it's about how you wait. Are you waiting with frustration or with peace and purpose? Patience isn't passive, it's active. It's a choice to remain steady and optimistic, even when the path ahead is unclear. Improving your patience doesn't just make you a better person, it makes life more enjoyable. When you're patient, you're less stressed, more resilient, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. And in the end, patience often leads to outcomes that are even better than you imagine. 9. Improve your gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force. It's not just about saying thank you or feeling good when something nice happens. Gratitude is a mindset, a lens through which you view the world. And when you master it, your life transforms not because the circumstances change, but because you change how you respond to them. So let's dive into why gratitude matters and how you can make it a daily habit. The first thing to understand about gratitude is that it shifts your focus. In life, it's easy to get caught up in what's missing, things you don't have, achievements you haven't reached, or problems that feel insurmountable. But when you practice gratitude, you start to focus on what's already present. That shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, you stop feeling like you're constantly chasing happiness and realize that it's already here in the little things. Think about this. Have you ever been grateful for something only after losing it? Maybe it was your health, a close relationship, or even a simple daily routine. Often we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone. Gratitude helps you see the value of what's in front of you while you still have it. Now, here's the science behind it. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it actually rewires your brain. Research shows that regularly practicing gratitude increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals that make you feel happy. Over time, this rewiring helps you notice more of the good in your life naturally. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice gratitude, the stronger your ability to see the positive becomes. So how can you cultivate this habit? Start small. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound. It could be something as simple as a sunny day, a good meal, or a kind word from a friend. The key is consistency. By making it a daily ritual, you're training your mind to look for the good in every situation. Gratitude also goes beyond personal reflection. Expressing it to others strengthens relationships and creates a positive ripple effect. Think about the last time someone genuinely thanked you for something. How did it make you feel? A simple thank you can make someone's day and deepen your connection with them. Another way to practice gratitude is by shifting your language. Replace complaints with appreciation. Instead of saying, I have to do this, try saying, I get to do this. That small change transforms obligation into privilege. For example, instead of grumbling about going to work, remind yourself, I'm grateful for having a job that supports me. And don't forget gratitude during tough times. It's easy to be thankful when life is smooth, but the real power of gratitude shows up when things are hard. In challenges, gratitude becomes your anchor. It helps you focus on what's still good, even when everything else feels chaotic. Remember, gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's an action. It's about making a conscious choice to focus on the good, to appreciate what you have, and to share that appreciation with others. When you do, life doesn't just feel better, it becomes better. 10. Improve your purpose. Purpose is what gives life meaning. Without it, you're just going through the motions, chasing goals that don't truly matter, or filling your days with distractions. But with purpose, Every action, every decision, every moment feels aligned. Let's explore how you can improve your sense of purpose and why it's essential for a fulfilling life. First, understand that purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create. Many people wait for a grand revelation, expecting their purpose to appear magically. But purpose comes from reflection, exploration, and action. It's not about discovering a hidden treasure, it's about building it piece by piece. Start by asking yourself the big questions. Why do I do what I do? What makes me feel alive? What impact do I want to leave on the world? These questions aren't easy to answer, and they might evolve over time. But the act of asking them is where purpose begins. A strong purpose is rooted in two things: passion and contribution. Passion is what excites you, what you love doing, what makes you lose track of time. Contribution is how you use that passion to serve others. When you combine the two, you create a purpose that's not only fulfilling for you, but also meaningful to the people around you. Let's break this down further. To identify your passion, think about the activities or topics that light you up. What do you enjoy so much that you do it even if you weren't paid? Maybe it's writing, teaching, solving problems, or creating art. Whatever it is, that's your starting point. Now ask yourself, how can I use this passion to contribute? Purpose isn't just about personal satisfaction, it's about making a difference. When your actions positively impact others, your sense of fulfillment grows exponentially. But what if you're not sure where to start? That's okay. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as being a supportive friend, a dedicated parent, or someone who spreads positivity in their community. Start small. Purpose often reveals itself through action, not overthinking. Another important aspect of purpose is alignment. Are your daily actions aligned with your values and goals? For example, if you value health but neglect your well-being, or if you dream of starting a business but never take steps toward it, there's a misalignment. Purpose isn't just about knowing your why, it's about living it every day. And here's the truth: purpose doesn't eliminate challenges, it gives you the strength to face them. When you're connected to your purpose, setbacks don't feel like dead ends. They're just part of the journey. Purpose gives you resilience because you know why you're doing what you're doing, even when the path gets tough. One practical way to connect with your purpose daily is through reflection. Take a few minutes each morning or evening to revisit your why, write it down, think about it, or even say it out loud. This habit keeps your purpose at the forefront of your mind and guides your decisions throughout the day. And remember, your purpose can evolve. Life is full of seasons, and your purpose may shift as you grow. What matters is staying open to that evolution and continuing to seek alignment in everything you do. Purpose isn't about perfection. It's not about having all the answers or never making mistakes. It's about direction. As long as you're moving toward a life that feels meaningful and aligned, you're living with purpose. 11. Improve your focus. Focus is the cornerstone of success. It is the ability to direct your energy and attention toward a singular goal, task, or purpose without being derailed by the endless distractions surrounding you. If you think about it, the most successful individuals in any field share one key trait: the ability to maintain laser-sharp focus on what truly matters. And that ability is what separates mediocrity from greatness. Let's get one thing clear. It's not that you don't have enough time. It's not even about lacking talent or resources. Often the real problem is that your focus is scattered. You're trying to do too much at once, or worse, you're letting the trivial dictate your agenda instead of focusing on the significant. Improving your focus starts with one simple realization: your attention is your most valuable asset. Protect it, nurture it, and direct it wisely. Clarity is power. Before you can focus effectively, you need clarity. What do you really want? What are your priorities? If you don't have a clear answer, it's like trying to aim at a target you can't see. Without clarity, even the most well-intentioned plans will crumble. Take some time to define your goals, not just long-term goals, but also what needs your attention today, this week, and this month. Write them down. When you put your goals on paper, they stop being abstract ideas and become something tangible you can work toward. Once you've identified your goals, prioritize them. Not all tasks are created equal. Some will have a far greater impact on your success and happiness than others. Use the 80/20 rule. Minus 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Focus on the 20% that truly matters and let go of the rest. Whoa. Eliminate distractions. We live in an age of constant interruptions. Social media notifications, email pings, text messages, and even our own wandering thoughts are all vying for our attention. If you don't take control of these distractions, they will control you. Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Is it your phone? A noisy environment? Or perhaps it's the temptation to check social media every 5 minutes? Once you know what's pulling your attention away, take proactive steps to eliminate it. Turn off unnecessary notifications. If you're working on something important, put your phone on silent or leave it in another room. Create a workspace that's free from clutter and noise. And when it comes to digital distractions, consider tools like website blockers to keep you on track. But eliminating distractions isn't just about your environment, it's also about your mindset. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to what truly matters. Be selective with your commitments and guard your time fiercely. The power of single tasking. Contrary to popular belief, multitasking is not a skill to be admired. It's a myth. When you try to do several things at once, you're not being more productive, you're dividing your energy and reducing the quality of your work. Single tasking, on the other hand, allows you to give your full attention to one thing at a time. And when you do that, not only do you work more efficiently, but you also produce better results. Here's how to practice single tasking. 1. Set a clear intention. Decide what you're going to focus on and why it matters. 2. Block out time. Dedicate specific chunks of time to your most important tasks. During this time, do nothing else. 3. Resist the urge to switch. If your mind starts to wander or you're tempted to check your phone, gently bring your attention back to the task at hand. Over time, single tasking becomes a habit. And once it does, you'll find that you can accomplish more in a few focused hours than most people do in an entire day of scattered effort. The role of routine. Improving your focus isn't just about willpower, it's also about creating a routine that supports your goals. When you have a daily structure, you eliminate the mental effort of deciding what to do next. You know exactly where your energy should go. And that clarity makes it easier to stay focused. Start your day with intention. Instead of diving straight into emails or social media, take a few minutes to plan your priorities. What are the 3 most important things you need to accomplish today? Write them down and tackle them first before distractions have a chance to creep in. End your day with reflection. Look back on what you achieved and what you could improve. This simple habit not only keeps you accountable, but also helps you stay aligned with your long-term goals. Protect your focus. Your focus is precious. Treat it as such. Just like you wouldn't leave your wallet or phone unattended, don't let your attention be stolen by unimportant tasks or trivial matters. One of the best ways to protect your focus is to schedule it. Set aside blocks of uninterrupted time for deep work, those tasks that require your full attention and effort. Let others know that during this time you're not to be disturbed. It's also important to take breaks. Focus isn't about grinding non-stop, it's about working smarter. Short breaks between periods of concentrated effort help you recharge and come back stronger. Use techniques like the Pomodoro method, minus 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break to keep your mind fresh and engaged. Mindset matters. At the core of focus is your mindset. Believe that what you're doing matters. When you're passionate about your work and see its value, it's easier to give it your full attention. But let's be honest, there will be days when your focus falters. That's okay. The key is to recognize it and recalibrate. Ask yourself, what distracted me today? How can I prevent it tomorrow? Use each day as a learning opportunity to strengthen your focus. The results of improved focus. When you improve your focus, everything changes. You start achieving your goals faster. Your work improves in quality. And perhaps most importantly, you gain a sense of fulfillment and control over your life. Focus allows you to fully engage with the present moment, whether you're working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a passion. And that presence brings a depth and richness to your experiences that's impossible to achieve when your mind is scattered. So make the decision today. Improve your focus. Protect your attention. And watch as the world around you transforms, one intentional moment at a time. So take the time to improve your purpose, not by waiting for it to appear, but by building it, refining it, and living it every day. Because when you live with purpose, life doesn't just happen to you, you shape it into something extraordinary. Every day is an opportunity to get better. You don't have to be perfect, but you do need to be intentional. Focus on these 10 areas and you'll notice something incredible, a life that feels more in tune, more productive, and more fulfilling. Remember, the small improvements you make today will create the big changes you see tomorrow.